guys, this is your old pal John Hartt. Guess what we're doing today? We're painting something.
The Jortt Show!
So we're gonna paint this guy today. I painted him a few years ago. This is like one of the first pieces I painted and sold. He's a mean old cat. Then I kind of did another version of him with a coffee cup. I did that for the nice people at Ground Central Station in Manassas, my coffee place. And I also did this one too. It kind of has a different look, but I think I'm going to paint something cattish on here. But I also want to address the background, so I'm cutting it, I'm putting it on this board that I'm gonna cut out. So I'm gonna paint the cat on this, and then I'm gonna paint the background separately on this, and then attach them at some point. So without further explanation, I'm gonna start throwing some paint on the board. I got my basic underpainting colors, the brown, the brown is the burnt sienna. I've got this Indian yellow, and I've got some white, and I'm gonna see if I can figure out what this cat wants to look like. I know I don't want this cat to be as tall as this painting because I want it smaller than this space. So I'm probably gonna make it look like about, maybe the top is gonna be here and the bottom there. So he's only gonna be that big, but he has an awful big head. So he's like half head. He's like 2/3 head, because that's the body. Yeah, he's about 2/3 head. But I'm gonna, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna wet this down a little bit. Let me get a rag that isn't all nasty. I just got a little wetness on here. I threw some paint on here. I primed this with some blue paint I had laying around. This paint is exterior house paint. Blue. So let me do that. I'll do that, and I'll get some primer on here too. And this is slow drying primer. I keep calling it primer. It's medium. Slow drying medium. I need a bigger brush. I can get a little bit on there, and then just start getting some colors and covering up the blue, even though the blue won't be totally covered up. And white. Does it look like a cat yet? I'm seeing cat ears there. Maybe it won't be a cat. Maybe it'll be just like a, what has big ears like that? Maybe, should I do another alien? A cat alien, a one-eyed cat. I have never done a one-eyed cat. That might happen. So, let's see. Let's figure out what this guy, all right, I want to keep the top of him about here, so. This is ear. I think ear is gonna go all the way out there. This is ear. And ear, top of head. There's kind of that head coming down. And then I want the side of these fluffy jowl things to be as wide as possible, because I want to take advantage of this. So, okay, so I'm just trying to draw him a little bit. I really think I'm gonna make him a one-eyed kitty cat. And I want his body to be pretty small, because I like the big head thing. All right, so that'll be kind of, I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. Here's that thing that comes down here. And here's the nose. And if we do 2 eyes, one would be there, one would be there. So we might do 2 eyes, but I doubt it. Let's see, I want this thing to be a little smaller, so that's his bottom jaw, right? And then that's the neck. And he's just coming out here. I think he's an easy shape, or he's kind of like, he's coming down here. That's his neck, and he's kind of like a triangle, like that, kind of like this going down. He's like a triangle there. That comes out just a little bit. I'm gonna give him big fucking clunky feet. And that's his hippie part there, right? His hip there, and here's some more feet. Okay, and that tail is, let's see, that tail is coming out like that, but I don't want to do that. I think what I want to do is get the tail kind of going like that, and just like that. So that way when I'm cutting it with the scroll saw, I don't have this skinny thing coming out here. So most of it is behind this part, and there's less hangy out areas to be cut around, because that can be a little problematic sometimes. But maybe I should give myself problems like that. So he looks, let's see, he's kind of got, right now his expression is nothing of importance. Let's see. Those are his ears. Okay. And let me get some white in here to define exactly where things are, because that's the body. No, that's the neck. This is the under part of the chin. That's inside the tail, right? And this is the top of the hippie thing there. That's the leg coming down. That's one leg. Let's see. He's coming down here. So and that's another leg. I want the bottom of him to be here. Okay. And this is another leg. He's coming down. He's right behind that. Or he should be in front of it. Whatever. We'll figure it out. So that's kind of what I got going on here. So I kind of drew him out. I'm gonna take a skinnier brush and kind of better define what I'm looking to do. Okay. This is a nice brush. It's nice and big and fat, but it comes to a nice chisel-y edge, so I can kind of get some lines. Okay, so that's an ear. So I think, you know, people really like the idea of this. I called this one Mean Old Cat, and like, so many people said, that's my cat, that's my cat, I have a cat, he's mean just like that. I'm like, okay. So maybe I'll make another mean one. Most cats aren't mean, maybe they're indifferent. I have a sweet cat. Well, actually I hate that fucking cat, but when I don't hate the cat, it's a really sweet cat. We call the cat Bag, B-A-G. She's very lovey, but wants too much food. And it's kind of old. We've had that cat long. I think we've had the cat longer than the dog. I want to say the cat's like 14 or 15 years. That can't be true. Maybe though, I don't know. Okay, that's coming out cool. It's kind of having this like kind of look there. He looks kind of like a sophisticated English gentleman with those over bushy beards, not beards, mustaches from like the early 1900s. His name is Chadwick. Hello, Chadwick. I'm here to paint a cat. Yes, yes indeed, paint that cat. Okay, so I think I'm gonna make you a mean old cat again with 2 eyes. He doesn't even look mean. But you know what, I'm gonna do his bulging eyes again. I like that bulging eye look. So we got one bulging eye here. Right. One bulging eye there. And just kind of give it. This is super sloppy, but I'm going to figure out, once I get these lines in, I think it'll kind of make more sense. So he's got a goofy looking body, man. I like that. And this leg's coming out here. And cats just have like these, maybe cats like have pointy shoes on, like leprechauns. I bet they do, and we just never noticed. So he's getting a pointy leprechaun shoe. Look at that! Isn't that a nice pointy leprechaun shoe? Okay. All right, there's a nice pointy leprechaun shoe, right? And then I'm gonna put pointy. I think this might be a leprechaun cat. Yeah, and I think that's as far as the leg goes up. I have to take a break. I'm dropping my rags all over the place. Let's put one there. Let's put one here. So that looks stupid now, just one pointy leprechaun. It looks like it's floating in space. It hasn't really attached itself to the rest of the painting yet. So this is going to be the other leprechaun leg. And we don't want it below this point, so I'm kind of trying to do the same thing I did there. Isn't that kind of cool how leprechaun shoes just appear once you manifest them? So I've never met a leprechaun before. I'm told they're a little creepy. Yeah, and that looks like a leprechaun shoe. I don't want to be too leprechaun-y. Maybe he's just stolen the shoes from a leprechaun. Okay. I know, I feel like I'm going into like really detail-y stuff right away before I need to, but that's okay. Get some dark behind there. I don't even know what that looks like yet. It looks so stupid. I think I need to follow more of how I did it here. So this goes kind of up there. I'm gonna paint around, help define the edges. There we go. And remember, I'm going to be cutting this guy out. So I'm just painting in the negative space to help visualize what I got going on here. Okay, I like how the tail goes. That makes sense. Yeah, let's get how is this guy going? So I want to get this guy drawn like that. And I feel what I want to do here is get like the end hairs, whatever, like more raggedy looking, like that sort of, I don't know. Yeah, I think that'll do. I like how it's kind of going up. Yeah, he looks stupid and dopey. And that's where the eyeballs are gonna be. I might put glasses on him. And let's see. He's got a nose, right? Goes kind of like that. That almost looks like a Tesla logo, kind of. Not really. Okay. Don't overthink it. Let's see. This is the inside of the ear here, right? This is the outside that is reflecting the light that's landing on it. You see how that just took shape right there? Same thing here. This is the outside. Whoop. And then this dark spot here is going to be the inside. Okay, that seems to work. And I think they're behind like the skull, the top of the head, the skull. This is not the skull of death. This is the skull of cat. Let's see. I kind of want him to be evil. Because really, all cats are fucking evil, man. And the kittens are nice and they kind of get you. I don't know. They're just fucking evil. So how do you draw something evil? You put their eyebrows, both of them going down, and like that. And I'm gonna have. You see? Look right there. That looks like I made kind of an eyelid there, and I need more. Let me get more paint on the brush. See how it looks like he's fucking evil? Oops. Beep, 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 beep. I said the word. Jason said, watch the F-bombs. I said, okay. And I probably said it 4 times before and not even noticed. Yeah, that's starting to look like a right cat with the evilness associated with cats. Okay. Yeah, he's a little... He or she. I think I always associated all cats are female and all dogs are male. That's how I kind of always understood things to be. And I know it probably isn't technically true. But, oh, let me get some yellow on here. Watch it come to life when I put some yellow on there. I didn't finish drawing down here, but that's okay. I'll get some yellow on there and that'll help define things there. You see that? The yellow is magic. I'll get some up there, and here. And I feel like these side things coming out, I can maybe transmogrify them into not so much the jowls, but maybe something a little different, something unusual. He's coming alive. Look at him or her. We have to name this character. This is Rigby. Rigby, is that a word? Oculus. Oculus the cat. And you know what? I'm gonna have these these eyebrows actually folding over the actual eyes. Okay, so this is my nose. Remember, I'm running out of black. It's not black, dark. And the nose, because it's shiny and wet, will have a little bit of a reflection off of it. And believe me, that's not going to be there in a few minutes, but that's just kind of remind me about the reflection. Okay, so this is, I feel like I need more paint. This is the tail. And I like drawing with the paintbrush with a really fat brush. I really feel like it helps me find things I normally wouldn't. Let me get a little yellow on here to make this painting yellow and white because the sun is reflecting off of. If he's in the sun, I might make the background. I wanted to do this in a different video, make the floor indoor and the background outdoor, but I want to include these stripes because I want to not prove a point. I want to just demonstrate how to make those cool stripy things, and it'll translate as a 3D space. I'm excited about cutting this guy out too. All right, you see? He's coming to life. He's about as evil as they get too. I am not holding back. This might be the sickest, evilest cat you could ever imagine. I am not holding back. I always try and make things happy and gleeful, but I'm gonna make you pretty damn evil. Because cats are evil. Remember that. Remember that next time you have the choice of adopting a cat or a dog. Adopt a dog, because dogs are nice, cats are evil. That's just the law of nature, I think. I love my cats. No one takes what I say seriously, though. It's all silly. That's coming out nice. You see, I'm just kind of adding the lights and darks and it's kind of turning into something. I need some more darks here. This is going to be totally dark there, but I do need a tinge of yellow to connect it to everything else. So that's a yellow there. And I am not overdoing this, guys. I am not overdoing this. I think what I want to do is bring this leg up more. He still has a long neck, but it kind of connects a little bit better to, the neck connects kind of to the leg, right? Let's see if I can make this do what I want it to do. My old me would have a fucking shit fit if it saw me painting so loosely and throwing these colors on the way I am. The old me sucks. The old me is a fucking pussy, man. I swear to God. Goodbye, old me. Hello, new me. Okay, so I didn't do this right. Okay, so this is the edge of the top of that thing here. This is the edge of that, right? This is the tail. That's the tail going behind that thing. So let me just add a little sliver of light to say, hey, there's something there. And it's dark down here, but I feel like I lost. Oh, I have to draw one more, what I call these, elf shoes, leprechaun shoes. I have to draw one more because it's going to this leg. So this leg comes straight down and leprechaun shoe. Oh, I didn't do that right. So this is in front. Here we go, that seems about right-ish. Or, not quite, but it looks awful. Let me get out my eraser. So, let's see. How do I do this? This was the leprechaun shoe. So this guy's gonna go. Define his leg is there, and his leprechaun shoe is here. I need a little bit more. There's something not natural. All right, I'm gonna move on to something else. I'm focusing too much on that, and I'm losing my fuck vibe. So I want to move on to something else. Let's just continue outlining this guy with white to define everything, and then we'll get back to that mess down there. So, okay. All right, so I want that, look at that eyebrow coming out like that. All right, and then I feel like this needs to be the end of the ear here. So I'll do it that way. And then I'm going to make that way. So, okay, I think I got the outline okay. And that's what I've learned on these pieces of woods. Get just close enough to the outline, and when it comes to cutting, you can make some more decisions when you're there, but just don't over sweat it, overthink it. Okay. He's looking really nice already, man. He's a good dude, man. You mean old cat. Ooh, I didn't say that. Oh, yes. My mom, God rest her soul, would be so disappointed in my language, but she kind of got used to that anyway. My mom, she loved her Johnny, even though he was a foul-mouthed boy. All right. See, that looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. Okay. And I know this other one was good. I'm gonna move to a smaller brush because I still don't see this. So this is, all right, this is the leprechaun shoe here. And this one I know is good. This is the same thing, the leprechaun shoe here. And that seems to look good on this other front foot. And then I just don't know, I'm not seeing where this leg is going, or know what's wrong. This is wrong. His butt part is down too far. So let's see if we can bring his butt part up like that. All right. And this part is his first leg here. All right, let's try this again. Let's see, let's find a nice thin brush. So, that's funny how sometimes you get to painting and you get stuck on what you think is the most stupidest things, but you get stuck on them anyway. And I got stuck on them. So let's make this his leg here. And now his leprechaun foot. I think that works. Okay. I think that's good enough. I will know where to cut it when I need to cut it. And push this back here with the dark. Get in there, dark. And then if I can't get in there with the dark, I'll push that out with the white. I just need to kind of remind myself what's up front and what's not. And even if it's not 100%, it's good enough. And this is probably good enough-ish. Let's see if I can erase a little bit. Okay. Okay, I'm making his butt much smaller. And I feel like it has to go in the back there. Okay, I think that's pretty good. I can bring you up some more. Okay, that's all like that. And I think, so let's see what his eyeballs are gonna be like. Yeah, I like how they're half under there. That's the cat look. The disinterested, fuck you look, where's my dinner? And I don't know if you can see this or not, but there's so much globby paint on this painting. And it's gonna show through, but I'm okay with that. Sometimes I get a little kind of anal retentive about brush strokes underneath, but I think I'm good enough. There you go. So, I think he's gonna be good. You know what? This is a little bit too much out here. Let me get you like this. I think I want you. I want you to come out more like this. And wash my rag again. He's pretty good, and he's a little mean. I was gonna say he's gonna be super mean. He's not super mean. He's just mean enough to let you know who the boss is. All right? You're the boss. You're the boss. I know, you're the boss. Okay, it's gonna be light there, and then we got the shadow from this upper lip there. A little bit of shadow underneath the brow here. Looks a little more ominous, right? Yeah. Yeah, and I think once I get the colors on here too, I'll kind of push it real dark in that inside area between on either side of the nose. Yeah. Look at him. He's not mean at all. This guy's mean. So I think I'm done with him for now, yeah. Things aren't quite equal here, but who cares? Okay, so what I'm going to do is start with this guy. And I cut it into a bunch of different shapes. This looks like a 2x2. That looks like it might be 1x2. And then I have a 4x2, but it's nice to have these handleable shapes that I can work with. But anyway, here, let's keep going with this baby. I'm gonna move to this big brush and probably do the big brush the whole way through. Let's put you in the picture too. This is a crystal. I think it's actually plastic. Someone gave it to me at one of these art things. I know so many like artsy people. And artsy people are like into just like mystical shit, and I'm really not. I mean, I kind of am really wholeheartedly into like manifesting your own thing, but some people are like into like crystals. I mean, I like to carry a rock around, and I use it more of like, you know, when it's in my pocket, I touch it, and it's just a reminder of, hey, I gotta be the best I am, or whatever I need to remind myself about. And I just kind of usually carry one around. And I bought one at the last event I went to, and it's like a black rock carved into, like, of all things, a cat. So I should run upstairs right now and get that, put it in my pocket, and make this come out better. I'm gonna take a break. Dude, I know it's right on my dresser. So this is my rock. This isn't a cat, I couldn't find a cat rock. So this will be in my pocket, this will be my new rock. So this is what I wanted to do. I kind of want to get this whole wallpaper coming down just to give sense of this is going back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim this out and basically paste it in front of here and try and get something similar to this or on that vibe. And there's a few ways you can paint straight lines. I think what I want to do is just create, okay, where is the, this isn't really the horizon, but I guess it is. This is where the floor meets the wall. So you gotta establish that. And I like doing these striped wallpaper things. It's kind of cool, and it gives you a sense of space, maybe? I don't know. So basically, in the past, I've done this several ways. I have, when I was so unsure of myself, I would measure it out, put on masking tape, and use the width of the masking tape as the width of this. And I think too, I might measure a little bit, but I don't think I'm going to use masking tape. I think I want to do these, make these striped. How wide is this? This is, let me do it this way. This is, you see, I cut this pretty good, 24 inches. So let's see. Yeah, maybe every 2 inches will be a stripe. So I'm just gonna do a 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. Okay, so that's where the stripes are gonna be. So, you know what, I might do it up here too, because it's easy to kind of get off kilter here. It's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. So that's good. So what I want to do is take those stripes, straight down, and then carry them out to the floor and have them splayed out. And so I think what I'm going to do, so this is kind of the middleest one, so we're looking straight on. So this one should be, actually the middle, they both share the middle, it doesn't matter. So what I'm going to do is slowly from each point, let's see. A lot of times I'm drawing this floor line, and it's easy to get off kilter a little bit. And even if you're off 1 degree, it really turns the painting into something else. And sometimes it almost looks like a big fat mistake. So I try and get pretty close to where I want to be. So these guys, these lines are going straight down. So I'll just define these now. And when I mean straight, I mean almost straight. But it's nice to have these tick marks in here so they don't kind of get super off kilter from each other. I think that's a little off kilter, but that's okay. Let me get this watered up a little bit. So I have this, oops, that went off kilter. Down, 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 down. And you know, when you do it by hand, it really, you get so much more character going into the piece than when you use like tape or measure it out exactly. So what we want to do is that those are stripes going on, and you want to kind of make it seem like it's coming to you. So you kind of go out like that. You see how that's going out? So each one needs to kind of go out at a wider angle as you get closer to the edge. So let's see. That seems right. You see how that went out so far? That's probably too much, but I don't give a shit. And then this is going. You see, that was, because they should be about the same here. Yeah, that's, does that work? Yeah, I think that's working. Yeah. So this last one's almost going like that. Yeah. that needs to go a little further that way. But you see how it's kind of taking your eye in, the lines are bringing your eye to the back and following up there. So I think that's pretty good. So they're gonna be different color stripes. I might do pink, I might do brown. I'm gonna do brown right now. I'm just gonna do brown and white, or maybe yellow. One is gonna be lighter, one is gonna be darker. So I'm just gonna start doing every other one like this. Okay, that's pretty good. So that's gonna be, see, I already went through all this brown already. Brown, but his really burnt sienna. I ought to use the correct name so as not to insult them. So what I'm doing now is just defining the different values in the stripes. I'm gonna go back. I feel like this needs to go more like that. But that's okay. I'll just go back and forth with the dark and the light and define these a little better. They're coming together though. I also want something else in here. I don't know what I want in there yet, but I do want something, not quite sure what. All right, and let's get some of the, why don't I just try yellow? Maybe that'll be different enough for me to notice when I start doing the second layer. Yeah, and this is, it says it's transparent, but it's covering pretty good. Some of the blue is coming through, and I don't mind. But I like doing the pink and the blues with these stripes. They seem very whimsical. Maybe I'll do one pink stripe and one blue stripe. That would be kind of nice. And I'm not putting any retarder in here, I don't care. I kind of want this to dry pretty quick so I can go back and adjust it as quickly as possible. And that's nice, I'm getting a little bit of the white in there, a little other colors, so it's starting to mix in and tie together. I need a bigger brush and I need much more paint. Yeah, that's bigger. Down, straight down. Straight down. And I feel if I go over this back and forth a couple times, I'll kind of even out on the width. It looks a little clunky now, but that's okay. Yeah. I think that'll be nice too. I'm kind of creating that sense of this going back right now. And I think that'll be even more apparent once I paint this dude, cut him out, and put him on top. So. Yeah, and drawing a straight line is sometimes not as easy as you might imagine it would be. Especially when you're kind of standing off to the side, you think the straight line is going down, but you're kind of curving in. So, let's see, put that there. And it's nice, we can be nice and loose and sloppy at this stage, kind of discovering what we need to discover. And I'm discovering I'm a freaking mess. I wonder if people actually have houses like this where they have striped carpet or striped floors that meet up with the striped walls. I can't wait someday. I'm gonna like design a house and people are gonna be so freaked out. definitely do that. Feel like you need to go further here. Just got a white in there to kind of help define where you are. Oh, that's nice too. Put the white in and boom. Yeah, let me put the white in and boom. That's working. And when you're doing this too, you can tell in the print a little bit, like the stuff, the things that are closer to the corner is gonna be darker because light doesn't get into corners as easily. I think I said the reason it's darker in a corner because light has a hard time getting in there. Or I just don't know what I'm talking about. But it works, it makes it look like it's in the corner. So, let me see. And you see how I'm not really sticking with any perfect line yet. I might do that, I think I'm gonna go back to this blue color because I like it a lot. I like it so much that I'm painting over it with yellow and brown. Think about that, mister. I need a little more just stuff to put on there. I'm loving these paints too, man. Nova. I always traditionally used acrylics out of a tube, and they're real thick out of a tube, and you have to thin them out with something, usually water or some kind of medium. But I love how these guys, they're just so liquidy. You can squirt them out of a tube, and the color is so freaking potent. Where it seems there's a lot of pigment in what seems like a very thin coat of paint. So I'm very happy with it. Because I honestly thought that wasn't gonna happen once I moved to these thinner paints. And I've been so happy with these guys. And I bought another brand too, and it didn't click as well as I liked it to. The colors just weren't there, but I'm really happy with this brand. I'm gonna stick with them. So. Okay, you need to come down here. I need more yellow too. I'm just going back and forth with the yellow and the brown. So, and that seems kind of weird that if I'm gonna go to blue, why would I kind of change the color of the yellow and brown? Maybe I should have started using the dark and light blues and just used that as the underpainting. That probably would have worked. But it is what I made a decision, and the decision was made, and I did it. So. Look at that, that looks kind of cool. I think I need just that littler brush, which is still mighty thick. I want to kind of get down here and say, okay, that's there. That's there, and that's, I feel like that one's supposed to go there. That is not right. All right, I'm okay. I'm starting to overthink, so I'm gonna get away from that. Okay. I just know I need to get these up to the wall. And you know what? Again, I'm gonna define this corner really good again. So that way maybe I'll be able to see where the stripes are. Yeah, so. Yeah, okay. See, I'm loosening up, and that's okay. Kind of loosening up. I just want to make sure this is looking good, and I think it is. I think it is, yeah. I'm getting that vibe. Let me get some more yellow in the yellow place. These tight angles always throw me for a loop when it kind of sprays out like that. I feel like I'm not always getting it. We had this problem with this word the other day, like equidistant and kind of coming out at the same angle, so it looks like it's flat, and it looks like it's flat now, so I'm pretty happy. Just get this closer to here. Now I feel like I need to add something else to this, because it can't just be the cat in front of the wallpaper. So maybe, look at how thin that stripe looks. Oh my God, I'm gonna have a heart attack here. That's better. I'll make you bigger, so I think you're going up there on both sides. I'm gonna make you bigger on both sides. I don't know if you can see, but you see when I'm painting, I feel like my when I try and paint that straight line all the way up, it starts to curve. So I guess that is what it is. Ooh, maybe curved wallpaper would be good. Wouldn't make people dizzy, probably. You know, I think that's pretty good. Let me just fill up these spots here. So let me think. Let me make some decisions really quick. I feel like, what else is going to be here? This cat is going to be in the middle. I almost want to put something on either side of the cat. So if I was a mean old cat in a striped room, surrounded or flanked by things on either side, what would I want to be flanked by? Let me see. You're going to be about there. So we have a lot of real estate here to kind of add something, and I kind of want to. So let me just let me get I need to start scribble scrabble, the old scribble scrabble method. Let's see what's coming out here. He looks like he's starting to look like a seahorse floating there. Maybe that's the solution right here. A seahorse, right? Seems like a pretty simple shape. Seahorse, I think that might, or something seahorse-ish. Okay. So, see that? Let's make you. Remember the comic books? They used to have sea monkeys, man. I never got one, man. I always wanted one of them fucking sea monkeys, man. I know they didn't look like, you know, the illustrations, but I wanted that smiling sea monkey in the fucking tank. I never got one. I don't know what they were. I'm sure they were some sort of animal that they could mail the eggs or something. Or maybe it was just something plant-based that kind of grew weird, and I actually never even knew anyone who got sea monkeys. So, okay, there's something-ish, so we'll revisit it, but let's do something similar on the other side. So he's being flanked by, and maybe they both don't have to be the same. Maybe they could be, one could have a horse's head, and one can have a something. We'll figure it out. Okay. So yeah, so they're kind of hanging around up here with the mean old cat trying to, or they could be like, what are those caduceus things? The snakes that kind of squirrel up on that that staff. It comes from some Greek god thing. But I think caduceus is the right word. I think that's like the name of the staff that's covered with snakes. So I think whatever this is, this is really as much as I can go out. I'm gonna bring his head totally in here. Again, that looks like a fucking horse, man. So I said the F-bomb again, and I probably just said it 14 times. Oh.
There'll just be a lot of ooh la la.
I know, ooh la la. Is that, oh, ooh la la. Maybe that's the thing. I know you talked about it before. Dear Mr. Hartt, I really like your show, but you curse too much. I know. I'll try not to. I'll try to be, oh, I won't say that. I was gonna get into a rant about something, but it would involve someone's name and I shouldn't do that. But if there's a different way, that kind of looks cool, right? That looks kind of like, I feel like something I've seen that before, like seahorses around, you know what, it's from like, isn't that like from a submariner's badge or something in the Navy? I think they have the seahorses kind of, or maybe they're sea serpents. And then you have some ears. They're horse-ish or horse-like. But they are serpentine-ish too. Okay, that'll be a good look for him, for the kitty cat. I think he'll enjoy being annoyed by being flanked by seahorses. And that's the thing, you'd put it in something like this. Maybe there's a submariner out there with a cat that is so nasty. You know what? This will appeal to someone on some level for some reason that I would have never guessed. Okay. That's cool. Maybe this guy has a couple of ears too. If he's a horse. This one really looks horse-ish. So, yeah, I'll put a eyeball thing there. You know what? I think I'm getting close to being done for today. But I think I'm going to start talking about what we did today. See, isn't that nice? Just add some more dark colors. That's where some shadows are gonna be. Makes him more dramatic. You see, I'm putting the shadows in already here. And he looks more menacing. So, but anyway, he's at a good spot. Everything's at a good spot. What did we do today? We painted a cat that I painted once before. His name is Mean Old Cat. I painted a background with some seahorse type guys. And we kind of demonstrated how to make it look like they're going back into the room. And I think next week when I finish this up, I'm gonna kind of add the darks and the highlights and the shadows and stuff, and you really see it take shape a little more. But I think that's it. Guys, thanks for checking in. I love painting, I love creating stuff. If you love painting and you love creating stuff, go out there, paint stuff, create stuff, and do something wonderful today.